Good morning. Today we're going to take a shop. Today's our annual shop tour, and today I'm going to tell you what all these awards are for. So if you want to be disappointed and let down, stay tuned. Well, welcome to another Memphis Money 390, our 26th week of year 8. This is our annual shop tour. And we're going to answer the question, what are all those awards for? From time to time, I get folks ask me in the comments, what are all those awards and stuff you have on the wall? Well, I don't even call them awards. I call them memorabilia. And I'm going to tell you what they're all for, and so we'll clear that up, and boy, are you going to be disappointed. But let's don't delay that disappointment. Let's knock off the chit-chat and start the tour. We're out here in the courtyard of the Memphis Applegate shop, and I got my truck parked outside the fence there because that tree right there is going to fall down. Now, it's going to fall on my shed roof, but nothing's going to tear that shed roof down. But this is a shop tour, so let's start with the shed roof. We got the whole shop. I have as much floor space under the shed roof as I have in the shop. This area back here, I call this my east shed roof. I keep wood back in here. And I got some storage back in that back area there, some more wood. Some storage cabinets. These are fence pickets, so I like to let them dry before I use them. And this is the front shed roof. This is where we do our intros and stuff. More pickets there drying. I've got this bay door here that I can move equipment out of the way. I can get a vehicle in there if I want to, or pick up stuff. Got this little enclosed deck. Just keep junk on it. Here I can keep this part of the shed roof. I can keep lawn supplies, garden equipment, so forth. And this is the west shed roof. I got a small platform deck there. Goes the full length of the building. Keep my big lawnmower back there in the back. So this is another view of the west shed roof. You notice I have a lot of, those are 4x6 posts. I figured out how many I needed, and then I doubled it. And that's the west, or the south. Those are also 4x6 posts. Probably our most labor-intensive shop improvement program this 6 months has been this fence. I had to completely rebuild it because I put the pickets too close to the ground and they all started rotting. And since I had to do that anyway, I installed 4 gates. I replaced all the rotten pickets, installed 4 gates, and installed 2x4 rails. The fence originally was put together with those prefab sections, and they used 2x3s. And well, what happened is I put the pickets too close to the ground to begin with. Then the 2x3 sagged, and my pickets ended up in the ground. So I had to completely rebuild this fence. I have two ways into the courtyard here. Actually, three, but I have that gate right there, the woven wire gate, and then I have the wooden gate that the truck is parked in. And once this tree falls down, I'll be able to cut it off at the base and I'll have more room out here. Okay, let's go in the shop and let's see what's going on in here. And I'm standing in the southeast corner. And this is my kind of a panorama here in my shop. Let me go to the southwest corner. I think you can see more. Okay, this is the southwest corner. There's the west wall, the north wall, the east wall, and a good feature of that east wall is I have like 36 cabinets up there, and I'll show those in a minute. And I got our chalkboard we use sometimes, and that's a wood rack. And I keep my flat stock over here, plywood. And this is my west tools on my west wall. I got the two bandsaws, drill press, small belt sander, scroll saw, and my lathe, which I don't use very often. And I won't show you this on every tool, but all my tools come, all my, bench tools like this come with a cabinet that's on wheels, locking wheels, with drawers. In here I keep things like hinges, latches, knobs, handles, gate hitches, here I got, just drill press stuff, drills, and all that kind of stuff. And since we're over here, let's answer the question, what are all these awards? Well, I don't even call them awards. I just call them memorabilia. I was in the service for 26 years, so I got a lot of certificates and little awards and stuff for being in the service. But absolutely none of them are for heroism, so I'm not a war hero. And then the rest of the stuff, almost all the rest of it is, gifts that people have given me when I left the command. That picture right there, that little serving tray, those plaques, that plaque up there of the little ship, and that ship there. When I left the command, they gave it to me as a. Here, when I left this command, they dedicated the base newspaper to me, which I thought was pretty nice. Okay, then the rest of the stuff is, fat little me used to be a long distance runner, and those are my ribbons from high school. I have a ribbon up there from 1962 That is a picture of my track team from 1962. More high school ribbons. Let me show you. I ran in college too, but it wasn't very good. After college, I started doing, age group 5Ks and half marathons and this and that. And show you, this is one of my awards to give you a flavor for what we're talking about here. This is a half marathon where I got first place, not in the half marathon, but in the 55 to 59 age group. So just imagine a bunch of 60-year-old guys out there running. And of all those 60-year-olds, I got first place. Now there's an honor for you. And these are all coffee cups and stuff I collected from various commands when I was in the service. Those two big pictures up there, that's crossing the line certificate when you cross the equator. And the other one is for Suez Canal. And somebody asked me one time about my college diplomas. This is a Bachelor of Science and this is a Master of Science in physical education. Not physics, not mathematics. I was a PE major. So the bottom line on all these awards, and the reason I don't call them awards, is that I wasn't a star athlete and I wasn't a war hero. Just a normal guy. You have all the same stuff I got here, only you got it in your closet. Okay, one of our shop improvement programs is we had a shelf here and an extra cabinet, and we took that out and we had a bunch of plastic containers sitting across that bench right there, which means when I wanted to move the bench, it was a pain in the butt. What we did is in these drawers, I moved all my screws, into these drawers. It's actually much more convenient. Another shop improvement is, and we actually did a Memphis Monday on this, is we rigged this new air conditioner into place by ourselves by ramping it up. And another improvement we made is we installed that long 25-foot shelf across the top up there to put, fishing trophies and prototypes and stuff like that, and cutting boards I haven't given away yet. And it's because that stuff's starting to build up in the shop. Other tools across this back wall is my 25-inch belt sander. It's the only tool I actually use this fan for here, this blower. It takes a suction on the, you can't use these belt sanders without a system, without some kind of system to suck up the sawdust. It'll ruin them. And I got my DeWalt thickness planer. Next to that is a toolbox. A toolbox that actually serves, you know, things like tapes, angles, squares, hammers. It's all on wheels, and it serves as the outfeed for my thickness planer. This is my chop saw. You know, it's one of those sliding miter saws. I think it's got about 12.5-inch cut. It's got built-in dust collection. All my tools have built-in dust collection. This is my anvil. These wings for my saw here, these are adjustable and removable if I ever need to move this thing around. And back to the north wall, I got every woodworker has to have a bunch of clamps, and that's my clamp wall. You need them like that because you need to be able to just walk over and get the clamp you want. And more stuff on my north wall. This is a toolbox on wheels. It's got a top here where you put stuff down in here. And I got this is pliers, screwdrivers, wrenches, and cutting and gouging. And then over here is my file cabinet. You know, I keep all my files on all my equipment. And this is a scaffold. This was an offline project, a scaffold I built up on. I actually built it sort of temporary, but I liked it so much. I put a tool tray up on it, and I'm just going to leave it on this bench. That way, if I need to get up and work in the lights, I can, you know, climb up on this thing, and I won't have to worry about falling. And then this table here has a pretty nice feature. It's got these slide out. It's got these slide out sections here that if you need to get a toolbox, you don't have to reach back in there and get it. You can just pull the slide out, and you got your toolbox. And these cabinets aren't labeled or anything, but they don't need to be because I know what's in them. These are in here jigs and that kind of stuff. Up here, I got oils and greases. And then in this cabinet right over, oil and greases are up here. And here I got all my power tools. Here's all my drivers. And I got drills back in there too. I think I got about every tool you can have. I even have a power riveting machine. That's pretty decadent, isn't it? And then down here, I got more slide outs. And this is where I keep all my air tools, a few extra staples and stuff. This is my staple gun. This is my pin nailer. Framing nailer. another, oh, this is actually to nail a joist hanger nailer. And I actually write which Memphis Monday I'm working on this little chalkboard here. I don't know why, but I do. It's where I keep my finishes, you know, mineral spirits, glue, butcher block oil, wood filler, etc., etc. And then down here I got more slide outs. It's where I got my sandpaper and just sandpaper from my belt sander. You know, just all that kind of stuff. Mixing containers, rags. You know what happens, you know, if you have a place for it, then you'll remember where it's at. And then up at the top, this is where I keep all my paint. I got some fiberglass resin there, but mostly it's paint, that kind of stuff. I don't use a lot of paint, so I got it up there. This is new since last year. This is a built-in bookshelf. But one of the things we needed to do is I had my microwave on that big workbench, so this gave it a place to live. And over here is where I keep all my battery charging systems here. And I got some sandpaper here and a whole bunch more sandpaper down here. Plus I keep blades, like here's a couple of replacement blades for my thickness planer. But I keep all my blades, like here's the blades for my jigsaw. And this is a row of cabinets down. This is where I keep my table saw stuff up here in the top. This little box right here. This was an offline project. This has got all the stuff I need for my stacked dado head cutter. I can just pull this box out and everything I need. My wrenches, spacers, the whole business are all in there. And of course I got spare blades. Actually I got these electric, it's an electric brad gun. I got a couple of these. I don't like them, so I got them stuck back in here. And then down here at the bottom, when we were doing our shop overhaul, we got rid of a cabinet that had kept all the brads and nails in. So we built this cabinet, this built-in cabinet. So this built-in cabinet keeps all my brads, and here's actual framing nails down here. Now this is my table saw, and the dust collection, I have a large shop back here that I got plugged in, and it takes a suction, and I got my outfeed table there. And of course they're both on wheels. And this is my assembly table that I use all the time. I keep it in the center of my shop. We're going to have a project here pretty soon where we're going to change out all these lights here. we're going to go to LEDs. But it's got a 4x8 top on it, and it's got, on both sides, it has these drawers for storage. So I got, this thing has a total of 8 drawers, and it's on 8 big wheels. I think both of these are new from last year. This is my sanding station. It's got a power strip on there, and so I can plug tools into it. It's got this handle up here, push it around. It's got all kinds of storage. Now this is one of those old metal toolboxes. I've had it forever and didn't want to get rid of it, so I put wheels on it. But the problem with it is the wheels are has such a narrow base that I pull this thing out with any weight in here, the thing gets tippy. So I'm going to have to either put something heavy in the base or widen those wheels. And this is my oscillating drum sander. I just throw one button. It's got built-in dust collection. I switch one button, it comes on and starts sucking the sawdust down. Okay, so that's the shop tour. We didn't go with the router and the couple of sanders, but there's the west wall, north wall, east wall, and south wall with the assembly table in the center. So our shop tour is done for another year. Well, that does it for another Memphis Monday 390. Today we did our annual shop tour, and we answered the question, what are all those awards for? And we found out that they're just normal memorabilia stuff that I kept all these years and have a wall to put them on. So like and favorite and share and all the stuff do on the internet. But most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.